Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Purple Haze Podcast. I am your host who bleeds purple and gold, Isaac here. So, the Vikings will be taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville for week 10. So, let's go ahead and get to the preview. A chance to go to 7-2. So, let's go ahead and not waste any time. Let's start off with the Jaguars offense versus the Vikings defense. Now, it's unknown to me right now who is that. I'll have to maybe look and see on the injury report and see if they're a DNP, maybe questionable or maybe active. We'll see. It's either going to be between Trevor Lawrence or Mac Jones who's going to start. Both quarterbacks are really not all that good, really. They're really not all that good, both quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence, people swore up and down that this dude is going... Trevor Lawrence in 2020, people were telling me, oh my God, he's the second coming of Peyton Manning. He's going to win us a Super Bowl at some point. And really, he just has not lived up to the expectations at all. He right now has 3 losing seasons right now. So, Trevor Lawrence is not who we all thought he was. So, he's basically a train wreck of a quarterback right now. He's turned the ball over more. And he's definitely seen better days. So, and Mac Jones, who is in New England, who used to play in New England, was also god-awful in New England. He was a disaster. He was a disaster there as the starting quarterback. He was not that good at all. He consistently held the Patriots back, which are still a bad team, by the way, but really with Bill Belichick, but they really could not get anything going with Mac Jones over there. So, for the Vikings, they are going to have to prepare for whoever's starting at quarterback, though. So, you really gotta you cannot really take any of these two lightly, because either way because if you don't, you're going to get sliced up either way. So, really, though, you just gotta find out who's at quarterback, and also not just the quarterback position. The Jaguars, they are decimated with injuries on offense. They have the running back 1 and they have Travis Etienne who's out. They have their running back 2 who's out. Some offensive line who is out, and possibly Trevor Lawrence, their starting quarterback, is out. So this is going to be also the Vikings, if they want to really, they need to keep up the pressure from Trevor Lawrence or Mac Jones, whichever one. They're really not that mobile. I don't really know how Trevor Lawrence is with mobility, but I know Mac Jones is not a mobile quarterback, so it starts up at front. It always starts up at front. You always want to do that. And then also, what helps for the Vikings defense is the wide receivers have been dropping so many passes. They've been dropping balls so many times during this season. And this could be a big opportunity for the Vikings for the cornerbacks to create interceptions and turnovers off of tipped passes or anything like that. Not just incomplete passes that is created from drop passes, but also to create turnovers too as well. So this could be something for the cornerbacks. I feel like, though, the defense, they need to really step. So basically the defense, because the Jaguars, you can't take them lightly. You can't take the Jaguars offense lightly. So All right, and then we get to the Vikings offense versus the Jaguars defense. Now, this is where the Jaguars defense, again, is not that good. It is not good at all. So, the Jaguars, in terms of run defense, I think they've given up around the ballpark of 120 yards a game. So another productive run game from Aaron Jones and Cam Akers. At least split it between the two of carries evenly. So I would love to see that from the I would love to see that from the Vikings. And also Cam Robinson also going up against his former team, against the edge rushers. He knows the edge rushers really well from the Jaguars, so this is going to be an easy one for him. He was awesome against the Indianapolis Colts. We just need to see that same energy from Cam Robinson to have a revenge game against him, against his former team. The only concern that I do have is Eric Armstead against this interior offensive line. So yeah, against Garrett Bradbury, Ed Ingram, Blake Brandel, I mean, it's concerning though. It's really concerning. I would hope that Dalton Reisner comes, but we will see anyway. So also the Jaguars passing defense, they are top 2 in worst. They are top 2 in worst. So the Jaguars secondary stinks. So Sam Darnold needs to go off. This is screaming for a 5-0 where Sam Darnold went 5-0 type of game. That's what you need out of Sam Darnold and not to see go. So there's no reason for Sam Darnold not to go off. So I feel like Sam Darnold should definitely do that. And so then here's my final score prediction. I feel like this is going to be a bend but don't break kind of defense. I feel like that's what it's going to be, and I think the offense does a good enough job to win you the game. I say the Vikings win over Jacksonville, final score of 27-17. So let me know your thoughts down below. Hopefully keep those games going one at a time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Skol.